students, I'm your SST teacher and today we are starting with a new chapter, that is chapter number 12, Animal Homes. So let's begin with the chapter now. First we'll see the lesson plan. Types of animals. Animals need a home. Now this is the self-survey. Let's do this first and then we will begin with the chapter. Unscramble the names of the animals given below. Now these are written in the jumbled letters as you can see, and we have to just write them correctly. So the first one is, you can see that it is an elephant. And the second one is lion. Now the rest are for the homework and we'll begin with the chapter. As we live in our houses, animals also live in their houses. As we live in our houses, exactly the same way animals also live in their houses. Some animals live in a natural habitat. As we can see that lion lives in a den. So, and some animals live like snake live in a hole. So that is made by a snake, and a den, that is a natural habitat. Okay. So some animals also live in a natural habitat to live in, and the other animals build their own houses. Some animals even live in other animals' home. There are some kind of animals, those who live in someone else's home, someone else's animal's home. Okay. What are the type of animals? There are land animals first. First we'll study about the land animals. Animals which live on land are called land animals. The examples are the lion, elephant, dog, cat, cow and many other animals live on land. Have you understood that the animals who live on land are called land animals? For example, lion, tiger, elephants, dog, cat, cow and many other animals also live on land. As you can see, lion, elephants and dogs. Now, what are the aquatic animals? Animals which live in water are called aquatic animals. The animals, those who doesn't live on land but in water, are called aquatic animals. Some examples are dolphin, whale, starfish, octopus and many other animals also live in water. Those are called aquatic animals. Octopus, whale and starfish. Now, what are the amphibians? Animals which live both on land in or cut. Now, what are amphibians? Animals which live both on land and in water. The kind of animals, those who live on land and also live in water, are called amphibians. Frog, alligator, tortoise and lobster are the examples of amphibians. These are the kind of animals, those who live on land as well as in water. For example, frog, alligator, tortoise and lobster. These kind of animals live on both land and water. Now, animals need a home. Animals need a home to live in. Special animals are given in the name, given to them. Here are some homes of animals. Lion live in a den in the forest. They preferred natural habitat. They do not build home for themselves. There are such kind of animals, those who live in houses. Those are natural habitats for them. Those are natural habitats for them. Such example we have here is lion. Lion lives in a den. And some of the pets have houses, those are made for them. We'll study. Now, like dogs, they are the pet animals and they love to live in a kennel. Cut. So they do not build their homes for themselves. Lion, they do not build their homes for themselves, but that is a natural habitat they live in, and where they live, it is called a den. Now, some more examples. Dogs are the pet animals. We keep them in a kennel. Dogs are kept in a kennel. Horses are the big animals that live in a large stables. Where horses live, the place is called stable. A cow is an useful farm animal that live in a shed. Cows live in a shed. A hen gave us egg. Hen gave us egg and it lives in a coop. Where does a hen live? Hen lives in a coop. Bees give us honey. What does bees provide us? Bees provide us honey and they live in a beehive. A snake lives in a hole. Where does a snake live? A snake lives in a hole. It makes the hole under the ground. Snake made its hole himself and he lives in a ground. Now, did you know lion live in a den in the forest? As we studied, we know that lion live in a den in a forest. Frog and alligators live both on land and water and are called amphibians. Frogs and alligators both live on land as well as water, so they are called amphibians. A rabbit lives in a burrow as it is very small. Now the rabbit is a very small animal, so it lives in a burrow. Now let's be wordy. Den. What is a den? A house of lion. Stable. Stable is a house of horse. So let's quickly brush up for this chapter. As we live in our houses, animals also live in their houses. As we know that we live in the houses, similarly to that, animals also live in their houses. Animals which live on land are called land animals. We know that animals which live on land are called land animals. Animals' home are given a special name. As dog lives in a kennel, a dog lives in a kennel, a lion lives in a den, a horse lives in a kennel, a horse lives in a stable, like that. A dog lives in a kennel. Animal which lives on land and in water are called amphibians. We studied that animals which live on land as well as water are called amphibians. Now, it is the practice time. So, let's darken the correct option. A dash lives in a den. A lion lives in a den. A rabbit lives in a burrow. A rabbit lives in a burrow. Where does a cow live? A cow lives in a shed. Right. Now fill in the blanks. A hen lives in a coop. A snake lives in a hole. A dog lives in a kennel. And a dolphin and the fishes lives in a water. I hope you understand this much. So this was for your today's chapter and we'll continue in our next class. I hope you understand. Thank you.